Maybe just shut up, sit there, and learn something. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is idiots. Straight up idiots. I mean,
guess what I'm going to be?
What?
Guess what I'm going to be?
Fauci?
A retard.
Okay, Democrats, let's face it, they do not care about crime. In fact, it's all a big joke to them.
You're not gonna believe this. Kid Rock just walked on to Fox News and torched the entire Democratic Party with one-liners so savage they broke the studio. What started as a casual interview turned into a live-fire demolition of every talking point the left hides behind. By the time he was done, the crowd was howling, Jesse Waters was crying, laughing, and the Democrats looked like they'd just been hit by a guitar made of pure truth.
I'm just gonna have a little flask while I walk around. Yeah. There you go.
It started like any other Fox News segment. Halloween week, bright lights, casual jokes, and Jesse Waters setting up what looked like harmless fun. The world expected a laugh, not a reckoning. Kid Rock walks in calm, smirking, casual as ever, but the man wasn't there to play along. He had that look, the kind that says someone's about to light a match in a room full of gasoline. For context, Kid Rock has been quiet for a while, watching the circus of American politics spin itself into madness. He's seen cities burn, leaders joke, and the media treat chaos like a talk show segment. So when he showed up on Fox, it wasn't for music promo or celebrity gossip. It was to send a message to the country that used to make sense.
Undercover brother.
Guess what I'm going to be?
What?
Guess what I'm going to be?
Fauci?
A retard. A retard.
Waters tosses him a softball. So what's your Halloween costume this year? Kid Rock doesn't laugh, doesn't hesitate. He grabs a mask, looks straight into the camera, and delivers a one-liner that detonates the entire studio. It's fast, it's brutal, it's surgical. The crowd erupts. Waters can't even hold his composure. He's bent over laughing while the crew behind the glass loses control. Kid Rock used one sentence to cut through the noise of politicians, pundits, and fake moral crusaders. His delivery was clean, ruthless, and funny in the most dangerous way possible, because it was true. That's why the moment went viral in minutes. It wasn't about Halloween, it was about the death of pretended respectability.
Okay, I guess you can be anything for
Greatest
Halloween.
costume ever.
All right, kid, I'll see you out there. Trick or treat.
He turned that stage into a battlefield. Every word was a punch, every laugh was a casualty. Kid Rock didn't just perform, he punished. And the message was simple. The left's monopoly on the narrative just got broken by a man with a mic, a mask, and zero fear.
Okay, Democrats, let's face it, they do not care about crime. In fact, it's all a big joke to them.
This is J.B. Pritzker reporting from war-torn Chicago. As you can see, there's utter mayhem and chaos on the ground. It's quite disturbing. The Milwaukee Brewers have come in to attack our Chicago Cubs.
Days later, Kid Rock walks back into the spotlight, this time on the Ingraham angle. The setup looks standard. Laura talking about Chicago's spiraling crime and how Democrats keep joking about it instead of fixing it. Then she rolls a clip of Governor J.B. Pritzker doing his fake news parody bit, pretending to report from a war-torn Chicago. People dying in real neighborhoods, and the man in charge turns it into a sketch about hot dogs and baseball teams.
5 people were killed, 25 hurt in Chicago shootings just last weekend. A child was found shot to death at a park on the south side on Wednesday, but that's how the governor is reacting.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is idiots. Straight up idiots. I mean...
Then the words drop like a sledgehammer by Kid Rock: idiots. Straight up idiots. No hesitation, no sugarcoating, just raw contempt. He says these politicians could watch Trump save one of their mothers from a burning building and still refuse to give him credit. He says the murders, the shootings, the broken families, it's all happening in black communities on the south side while the people in power laugh from the suburbs. Every syllable hits like a gunshot because it's not rhetoric, it's reality. That word idiots hits like a slap. Not the polite kind, the kind that wakes you up, because everyone watching knows he's right. These politicians laugh about crime while parents plan funerals. They call it gun reform from behind armed security. But kids in Chicago are dying before they hit high school.
I don't think there's actually anything that President Trump could do that these people, when he said it, in that speech that he had, I don't know, it was like a State of the Union or something, where he's like, he could save one of these people's mother from a burning building, and they could care less. They wouldn't give him credit.
This is betrayal, and Kid Rock said what millions scream every night when the news rolls another body count. He's not talking theory, he's talking reality. Sirens, candles on sidewalks, mothers crying in parking lots while mayors film comedy sketches. That's the difference. The people running these cities make TikToks. The people living in them make funeral arrangements. And nobody in their ivory towers ever pays the price.
So they've really got the Democrats struggling. And we're hearing there's going to be some stunts tonight. You know a thing or two about stunts, grabbing attention, maybe causing a ruckus.
Then came the knockout. Jesse Waters asks Kid Rock what he thinks Democrats might pull during the president's big address, the same kind of stunts they've been pulling for years. Kid Rock doesn't even blink. He leans forward, eyes cold, grin locked, and fires off the line that became a movement. Maybe just shut up, sit there, and learn something. He was roasting the entire Democratic playbook on live television. The grand gestures, the fake tears, the moral lectures from people who haven't fixed a single thing they've broken.
Anything you're thinking of that they could possibly do? Any advice for them?
Maybe just shut up, sit there, and learn something.
He called them out for what they are, professional talkers, addicted to attention. The same politicians who tear up speeches for applause and then tweet about unity. The same party that turns Congress into a theater and still wonders why no one takes them seriously. Every Democrat watching that moment felt it. That wasn't a punchline. It was a mirror. Kid Rock showed them what the rest of America sees: performative outrage, zero accountability, and a crowd of politicians more focused on headlines than human lives. When he said, "Shut up, sit there and learn something," he meant it. Learn what real work looks like. Learn what responsibility feels like. Learn what the country actually cares about. Because the rest of America is done being lectured by people who can't even lead.
Come on, just, collect your things from your office, put a basket on your head, and walk back to where you came from. That's what I would say.
He starts roasting them right there on live TV. Says they can't pass a budget, can't run a border, can't even define what a woman is, but somehow think they can run a country. Every decision's a stunt, every crisis a headline, every failure spun as Republican obstruction. Kid Rock laughs. "We used to build pipelines, now they build excuses." He talks about real Americans hustling while DC plays shutdown theater, families sweating bills, soldiers waiting on paychecks, politicians partying like nothing's wrong. Then comes the warning shot. He leans back, smirks, and says, "America's back, baby." Not a cheer, a threat. Because the people are waking up. The Democrats didn't stumble into chaos, they engineered it. Their politics run on panic, division, and control. Keep people broke, scared, and dependent, then sell themselves as the fix. That's not leadership, that's an addiction to power.
It's common sense, just to hear common sense coming from a group of people who are in there. I've never been more excited about the group of people that are surrounding the president, that he's put into office.
Kid Rock spells it out like a punch to the jaw. The Democrats don't serve the people, they drain them. They shut down paychecks, weaponize fear, and call it leadership. But the country's seeing through it now. The patience is gone, the trust is dead, and the only thing left is payback. After torching their politics, Kid Rock dives into what really matters: faith, family, and the soul of the country. Laura Ingraham asks if he's noticed a shift among young people, and he doesn't hesitate. He says America's waking up. People are tired of living in a world where loving God, loving your family, and loving your country gets you mocked by the left.
You've spoken about faith, family, love of country, important to your fans.
He says straight out, the more we say we love our families, our God, our country, the more the far left hates it. And he's right. Democrats treat faith like a disease, patriotism like a crime, and tradition like it's outdated. They laugh at small towns, sneer at churchgoers, and call anyone who stands for the flag extreme. Kid Rock calls it what it is, a war on values. He says, they'll tell you men can get pregnant but won't tell you to respect your parents. They'll cancel a comedian but protect a criminal. He talks about how people are done watching their kids get brainwashed and their culture get rewritten by elites who've never worked a day in their lives. Then he opens up, says he's been working on a gospel album, something raw and real, not for politics, but because people need hope again. The crowd feels it. It's not just music, it's a rebellion, a spiritual middle finger to the party that mocked faith, mocked decency, and mocked America.
It's terrible that something like this had to happen to really bring everyone back to their faith, and even someone like myself who's always been very spiritual, but
Kid Rock's message is simple. You can't destroy a country that still believes in something. The Democrats can corrupt the system, censor the truth, and poison the culture, but they'll never kill faith, because the louder they mock it, the stronger it gets. Then Laura rolls that infamous clip. Governor J.B. Pritzker pretending to report from a war-torn Chicago. He's laughing, doing voices, joking about baseball teams, acting like his own state's murder rate is a punchline. While he plays reporter, people are bleeding out in alleys. While he mocks deep dish pizza gone shallow, families are planning funerals. Kid Rock's face says it all. He doesn't even have to talk. The disgust is written across him. This is the party that calls itself compassionate. The same crowd that posts hashtags for victims while their cities turn into crime scenes? Democrats treat real human suffering like sketch comedy material, then have the nerve to lecture the rest of the country about empathy.
these people on the far left hate it more. I just don't understand the rationale of hatred for someone that loves something.
Kid Rock calls it straight. You don't joke about a city that's burying children. You fix it. He says the left lives in a fantasy world, insulated by gated communities and private security, while they talk down to people living the consequences of their policies. They glamorize chaos because they never have to survive it. He breaks it down in plain language. You've got mothers scared to let their kids walk to school, businesses boarding up windows, cops quitting by the hundreds, and Democrats are making parody skits. That's the rot he's exposing. It's not just incompetence, it's arrogance, the belief that nothing they touch can fail even when the bodies pile up. Kid Rock doesn't mince words. These people aren't out of touch, they're out of humanity.
I mean, you know, they're obviously still buttsore because their message was so horrible, just so terrible for the last 4 years with everything that's going on with this, woke mind virus. Start there and just move down the list.
Kid Rock flips the script, he turns comedy into combat. Every punchline burns the left alive because nothing destroys Democrats faster than mockery. They built power on outrage, and he made outrage funny. He calls it what it is. You hate laughter because you've become the joke. Then he walks on stage at the Phoenix Rodeo Fest, flags waving, crowd roaring, and says, "This is real America. We don't kneel, we will rebuild." That's the difference. They push chaos. He pushes pride. The left drowns in division. The people drown them out with truth and laughter. The message is clear. You can't silence a country that's laughing at you. To be honest, if one man with a mic can expose this much corruption in 10 minutes, what happens when the whole country finally stands up and does the same?